In this lesson, we're going to go over the song Big Sciota, also known as Big Sciota in some circles. We're going to kind of just learn this variation that you heard in the clip before. As we're going over that, I'm going to go over it note by note, but I'm really going to focus on each phrase of the melody. So we're going to learn one phrase at a time, talk about the power of just kind of repetition, you know, repeating the same thing over and over again. It'll kind of help you memorize a song. It'll help you really build speed, and it'll just help you your overall technique really well. And within each phrase, I'm going to kind of go over the important target notes of the melody. So, you know, obviously a target note is a note that you're kind of shooting for, and you want to kind of hit at the right time. That can kind of help you learn the song, get the melody in your head, but also as you're kind of maybe steering away from the melody or kind of embellishing the melody, if you will, those target notes can kind of be great landmarks to kind of keep you on track of your solo. If you'd like access to the complete lesson, go ahead and click on the link in the video description below. You can also subscribe to my email list. There's another link in the description below for that as well. You'll receive emails periodically about when new lessons are available and other things Dobro related. Thank you. All right, here are measures 1 through 4 played slowly. Alright, like I said in the clip before, we're going to kind of focus on the phrasing of this song and pointing out kind of where the target notes are, and then getting those phrases down one at a time, kind of focusing on the feel of things, and kind of work on building speed as well. So first, we'll get the first phrase. So we're going to start on that 4th string 2nd fret. Hit that with our thumb and do a slide up. Right, and that's going to be leading into that kind of first target note, which is the first note of the first measure. Right, we hit that 3rd string open with our thumb. We're going to hit that again with our thumb. Followed by, I hit the top 2 strings with my index and middle. Really, the note that's important there is the 2nd string open. So you could play that with just the 2nd string. But I chose to kind of make it sound bigger by hitting that 1st string as well. That's followed by the 2nd fret of the 3rd string with our thumb and a pull off. So you can kind of hear that kind of building, that phrase is building there. And then back at the 2nd fret, 3rd string with our thumb. Then 1st fret of the 2nd string. Again, I'm doubling that note with that 1st string open. You can play that 2nd string note by itself if you'd like to with your index. I'm hitting both those top strings, index, middle again. And then I do a pull off on that 2nd string, which brings me to the 2nd measure. Alright, so in the second measure, we're going to go back to that third string, second fret, hit that with our thumb, and do a pull off. To the fourth fret of the fourth string, followed by that third string open index. And that third string open in that measure is kind of like that first target note where you can kind of stop if you'd like to. So that it kind of completes the first phrase, I should say. Right, if I kind of take out that first string, all those double notes, double stops that I do, it's going to sound like this. Kind of get more of a bare bones melody that way. Right, so that's going to be the first phrase. So what you can do with that is basically you really want to get that memorized. It's an important phrase of the song, but work on it slowly. And also, after you kind of are working on the phrase slowly and you're getting ready to repeat it or kind of go on in the song to the next phrase, you'll notice in the tab I do have, after that third string target note that we've been stopping on, I do have that first string open. After that, that just kind of creates it's basically a filler note or creates a continuation. Alright, so that's that first string open with my middle finger. Alright, so moving on, the measures 3 and 4, they're pretty much going to be the same thing. And they very well could be the same thing. I just always land on a particular note in that fourth measure that I'll point out. But the last two notes of measure 2, same as our pickup notes. Second, slide up to 4 on the fourth string with our thumb, leading to that third string open with our thumb. Third string open again, top 2 strings. Right, back to that second fret, pull off, second fret again on the third string, all with our thumb. To that first fret, second string, I hit the top 2 strings, do a pull off on that second string. Right, same thing. Back to the second fret of the third string with our thumb, pull off. Then I hit the second string open by itself. Alright, and then this last note, which is kind of, again, the target note, I tend to play that second fret of the third string, the A note there. Right, so it's a little bit of a response to the first phrase. I've heard it done that way, and I've also heard people just keep that note as a G note, the third string open like you did in the first phrase, so it'll sound like kind of the same thing 2 times in a row. Right, so they just keep that third string open. I've heard it done that way many times too. So that's something that, you know, there's wiggle room with all these old fiddle songs. So you can kind of choose which one you would like to do there. That's the beauty of it. And you could do both within the same pass. So it's good to have options. So one more time, I'm going to go ahead and play measures 1 through 4. I'm going to play it kind of slow. Kind of accents certain notes. A little bit bit quicker. Right, and once you kind of really fall into that rhythm and the feel of it, or kind of really focus on that, it becomes a lot of fun, and it's something you can play on Dobro, play this melody, and it stands on its own, right? So you can play it by